से बहुत ज़्यादा।
काफ़ी अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है हम सब के लिए, तो सारे प्लेयर्स भी एक्साइटेड हैं अपना बेस्ट शो देने के लिए और काफ़ी मज़ा आने वाला है इन 3 मैचेस में।
आगे आने वाले वक्तों में हमें पता है कि इस एग्जीबिशन मैचेस से हमारी क्या कुछ चीज़ बदल सकती है, और जिस तरह हम देख लें हमारे साथ फॉरेन प्लेयर्स हैं तो हम उनके साथ फुल एंजॉय करने की कोशिश करेंगे।
They were also
Yeah, indeed, very cool to be a part of, and much needed, need of the hour to get franchise cricket up and going in Pakistan. The Pakistan Cricket Board playing their part really well. Excitement levels are up, the players are lined up in the middle, as we will shortly have the national anthem of Pakistan. Before that, the Chairman, Managing Committee, PCB, Mr. Najam Sethi, COO Salman Nasir, Usman Wala, the director of the PSL, all have made their way out. Words of encouragement to the players. All of this quite fantastic. Hashtag level playing field, and that's exactly what it is this afternoon. One of 3 games. We are almost all set and ready. It's an absolutely brilliant step from the Pakistan Cricket Board. What an opportunity for some of the youngsters, some of the under-19 players, some of the emerging category players, and for the Pakistan players to rub shoulders with the international stars. Some of the under-19 players talking about how this is an opportunity in building towards their names in the national side. Sidra Nawaz, the keeper of the national side. Kainat Imtiaz, England star Tammy Beaumont. Now she's padded up, should be out there very shortly, as Amazons have won the toss and will be batting first.
Well, this could take a while, Arouge, couldn't it? Everyone's very excited and wanting to have a chat. But, yeah, Mr. Sethi, he's going to greet every player individually of the squads out there. And then I think we better get out there and have a chat ourselves. Send Alan Wilkins down for a nice chat. Catch up with the heads of the PCB. But yeah, it's a great moment, there's no doubt. Dr. Anas, Anis is the match referee that was out in the middle just moments ago at the coin toss. And now the umpires are being greeted in all their splendid gear. Nedadar, yeah, skipper. And so we're not going to be far away from the anthems.
Laura Fulford, a name that you want to watch out for, a player that you want to see, and a player who's got such grace, such timing when she bats, and she could very easily take the game away. And Leah Tahuhu, she'll have some pace on when she comes out to bowl. Lauren Winfield Hill, I know her as Moose back in the day when I was up in Sheffield. Played a lot of cricket with her. And Chamari Adapatu, she can hit the long ball when she gets going and she is on song. Another one of those in the Super Women's team who can take the game away single-handedly. Had a prolific T20 World Cup in the recent past. Played a couple of very handy knocks to get Sri Lanka over the side, over the lines. Sadia Iqbal, left arm spin. Sidra Amin, she's been making headlines for Pakistan up the order with the bat. First in the one-day game, then in the T20 game. Muniba Ali, what a past month she's had. The first batter to score a T20I century. And that also on the occasion of a T20 World Cup. It came against Ireland. So the left-hander, well, keep your eyes on her. Yeah, the greetings continue in the middle. Pleasantries being exchanged. Extremely important, the support, the facilities, the value being put into the women's game, because it is indeed time for women to take center stage here this afternoon. Just a reminder for everyone watching, if you got tickets for the men's game tonight, entry is free, so make your way down here. Let's inspire a generation all together, boys, girls, families, and let's get the house full. Let's cheer on your stars. Let's cheer on the international stars. And more importantly, let's cheer on women's sport. Right, time for the national anthem of Pakistan.
Because it's time for the national anthem.
Just a reminder for everyone, if you have just joined us, Bisma Maroof's led side, Amazons, the toss came down in her favor and she elected to bat first. She will be joined up the order with Danny White, Tammy Beaumont, Maya Boucher, all from England. Her middle order has got plenty of strength as well. Alia Riaz, Tess Flintoff from Australia, Gul Firoza, the quick bowler Fatma Sana Khan, always impressive. Fatma Khan, their emerging category, Nashra Sandhu and Anam Amin are both very effective with their left arm spin. Nida Dar with her super women up on top. That's a very good top order. Muniba Ali, left hand bat with Chamari Atapatu, Laura Wolfart, Lauren Winfield Hill, Iram Javed in the middle as well. Hani bowls some good off spin, tall bowler, leg spin of Tuba Hassan and pace on from Leah Tahuhu from New Zealand. In the emerging category, Sayyida Masuma Zehra and the left arm spin from Sadia Iqbal. And amongst all of that, you've got the firepower of Nida Dar, both with bat and ball. Remember, it's one of 3 games at the Pindi Cricket Stadium. There are 3 exhibition matches, 10 international stars from 7 different countries. The team in the purple and red are the super women. They will be taking the field first. And they will try and restrict the Amazon to under 150, as that's what their captain said at the toss, Bazat Khan.
There's a huge sense of occasion. So now for the players to switch on straight away, there's all this build up towards this game and then before the game as well. So to get your game face on straight away is the key right now. Yes, you're bowling first, maybe that's slightly easier, but for the batters to come out in this huge, massive setting, there'll be something which they'll have to really be spot on with. Whoever gets off to a start, whoever conquers the initial nerves of the occasion, I think that'll be a bit of a head start for everyone.
Absolutely, Baz. It is time for showing us what these players are made of, the Pakistan players in particular. I remember franchise cricket primarily to encourage your own players. That's what I believe, and that's the surface that we're playing on. Simon Dool felt it was slightly short of grass, but still looked like a very good surface. Has only had one game played on it prior to this, but that was a night game. 197 played 175, Danny Morrison.
Yeah, well, the occasion as we keep building it up is superb, and this is also superb. So, yeah, I think all in readiness for what promises to be a very good occasion in terms of a match. And, yeah, fingers crossed. The players turn up, and as Baz was just saying there, get your game face on and get into proceedings because, yeah, the pitch, the outfield, the overhead conditions, absolutely superb.
The two English cricketers will open the batting for the Amazons. To the right of screen, Tammy Beaumont and her batting partner, Danny Wyatt. Danny Wyatt, well, we all know what she can do, especially in the T20 game. Strike rate of 125 in the women's game, very impressive. Experience 144 games, over 2,000 runs. She can bat.
Well, I'm looking forward to her, yes, certainly to get going. And Tammy Beaumont, at strike rate there, as you mentioned, you're over 125 in the women's game. Very impressive. These are good numbers too. And the other thing I want to bring in here, Arush, in terms of you playing in the sort of recentish past, I'll say, being cheeky, recentish past, the technology, and let's be honest about the technology, and I'm talking about the bats. So for viewers that haven't watched a lot of the women's game, man, has this been an enhancement where the bats, as we know, are bigger but lighter. They're pressed less, so they're slightly softer and they get damaged quickly. But my word, hasn't that changed the state of the game for women?
Shozeb Raza and Salima Imtiaz will be the on-field umpires. Tariq Rashid will take center stage behind the TV screen. Absolutely right, Danny. The women's game has come such a long way from when I used to play in terms of the overall aspect of it. The facilities, the infrastructure, the finances, the value given to the women's game. And like you said, wait and watch out for some of these balls that ping off that piece of willow. Leah Tahuhu from New Zealand will start off proceedings. It starts off with one slip, fine leg, and third on the boundary. Tammy Beaumont to take strike. And they won the toss, and there was absolutely no hesitation from their skipper, Bisma Maroof, that they will have a bat first. Right, here we go, first ball.
Now Leah Tahuhu should get a little bit of swing. We'll be interesting to see how much there is, given the conditions. It's a day game, it's not under lights, and we all know the ball tends to curve a little, possibly under lights. And Tahuhu, one of the quickest in the women's game in recent years going around. So good acquisition for these three matches.
That will be runs, the first runs for the Amazon and the first runs that kick off these games. A couple of Tammy Beaumont's bat.
The first couple of deliveries searching for swing. He does have a bit of pace about her, so Be interesting when she does go to a short of length delivery or into the pitch. We've seen that delivery used a lot here at Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium. Right now, maybe just searching up front to shape the ball. So far, not a lot.
There it is, banged in short and given the treatment. Through the offside, first boundary from Tammy Beaumont and the Amazons.
Yeah, into the pitch, but too short. And it just stood up to be punished, and it was. Through the offside. We know it's a quick outfield, but that was placed and timed perfectly.
Well, just underlining at the moment, the ball's sliding on nicely, so the batters will appreciate this, and Tahuhu is going to have to get that line and length right, given there's a slip in early.
A quick single, run hard. Easy in the end. Around the 105 Ks is where the first 4 deliveries have been. But the one that you bowled in short, at least some promising signs that the ball does have a bit of carry on to the bat.
Now, Mr. Sethi in the house. Dignitaries will be enjoying proceedings. It really is a beautiful part of the world. The chairman of the PCB in the house. Beautiful.
That's a better line. That's a better line. Still trying to maybe look for a little bit of swing. Not plenty on offer. Also a day game, so we wouldn't expect conditions to change too much dramatically.
No, and with Danny White out there, she is a good athlete, very quick and aware of pinching singles. So this will be good with Beaumont and Wyatt opening up.
Nicely guided away. Should pick up a single. And that should end the first over. 8 off it for the Amazons.
Left arm over.
The two sides on your screen. Danny White and Tammy Beaumont have come out to bat for the Amazons. A skipper to follow. They got 8 of the first over, bowled by Leah Tuhuhu. Tammy Beaumont got the chunk of the runs, including a boundary. And now it's a left arm spin. A left arm spin from Sadia Iqbal. A tall bowler will bowl with the new ball. A bit of air up in the air through the covers. Glorious timing from Danny Wyatt. She will not miss out on such an invitation.
Yeah, terrific shot. Straight away, slightly over pitched. And she's climbed into this. It's the arm ball, so the ball just coming on to the bat. And it has pinged off the middle.
She's a very good timer off the ball, Danny Wyatt. A gentle full toss. And another 4. Has back-to-back boundaries in the most easiest fashion.
Well, Aruj, just backing up what we were chatting about moments ago with the technology in terms of cricket blades, the cricket bat, as it were. So if you're slightly off and inside the power play, of course, only 2 players outside the circle, Danny Wyatt will want to make full use.
That's better.
Not been a great start from Saudi, a couple of over-pitch deliveries, but in the women's game for Pakistan, there's plenty of left-arm spin. It's almost like the men's game with those left-arm swing bowlers. We've got Sadia bowling right now. Another one over the top. That is a terrific shot. This time, she's just lifted it over point.
Oh, Danny Wyatt in the thick of it now, is finding a groove. Iqbal a little nervy, understandably, and her length and range is just off at the moment from her. Sadia Iqbal, you can be so precise against someone like Danny Wyatt in the first 6 overs.
3-4s dealing in boundaries here, Danny Wyatt. Was quicker through the air, cramps her for room.
Yeah, well bowled. There's the 3 boundaries. It was nice. This was little help yourself freebie. Did like that too, up and over. And then the arm ball. So yeah, good thinking from Iqbal. More of that.
And change of field, deep square falls back. Expensive over, 12 came off it. It's 20 for 2.
Now, Pindi Stadium, a real treat to be here. This, after all, the HBL PSL Season 8 and the 3 exhibition games with the women. It's a historic occasion, first one. And we've got another couple to go on the 10th and 11th. Look forward to those. Such a good facility. I think women's cricket particularly needs the ball to slide on. You need the pace and the surface and allow women to play their shots and show their wares.
Experience plays experience. Charge on, flicks it off off her legs into the fence, and the Amazons have come out all guns blazing.
Yeah, 5th boundary. We're talking about ball coming on. Well, they're making their own pace, coming down the track and then just flicking it away. There's enough pace in the pitch, enough pace in the outfield. It is the ideal start for the Amazons.
A swing and a miss. Plenty of experience in the middle. 242 international T20 games between Danny Wyatt and Tammy Beaumont. 3 centuries between the two of them. Danny Wyatt has 2, Tammy Beaumont has 1. 21 half centuries between the two. Both English women. There's 4 of them that have made their way to these exhibition matches. And they're up against the pace bowler from New Zealand.
And the experience in the opening partnership so far is showing. They've come out, they've hit the boundaries, they're looking for runs. The intent is there. There's no sense of nerve. There's no sense of letting the immenseness of the game, immenseness of the occasion get to them. Already in 2.3 overs, hit 5 boundaries.
It's very easy to be overawed and overwhelmed by the occasion. And the reason why you'd imagine Danny Wyatt or Tammy Beaumont to sort of still absorb that pressure is, yes, the experience for England, but also the experience for franchise cricket going around. London Spirits, that's where Tammy Beaumont has played for, the Welsh Fire as well. Tammy Beaumont and Danny Wyatt, the Southern Brave, all in the 100.
I reckon the Huhu and Sadia will very soon find out that you can't bowl too full on this pitch. You just need to be back of a length, just short of a length. The boundaries that have been hit, one maybe of a short ball, but the rest balls which are pitched up too full. It's such a good pitch that you can just hit through the line.
They go up for the shout. Probably nicked something on the way. Umpire doesn't call wide. End of the over. Is 26 for no loss.
Yeah, a little bit too straight. I think Leah Tahuhu, she's just admonishing herself there, a little bit frustrated. You think getting off the plane and getting here. Of course, the World Cup, the Women's ICC T20 World Cup there in the Rainbow Nation, Southern Africa. Took 8 wickets. So she was a class performer for New Zealand, the women. But this is a different story. Different conditions.
Yeah.
A change of bowling. Sayyida Masuma Zehra Fatma from the emerging category. She bowls at a medium pace but gets the ball to tail back in and gets some swing. So if there's any swing out there, she'll probably be looking to pitch the ball up and trying to cramp the two right-handers for room. 26 for no loss in the 3 done in the power play, 3 to go. They're making good use of this. She's got 2 fielders on the leg sides, probably for the ball that tails in.
Such a big opportunity to be on the big stage and to be able to play and perform
Slightly this side.
with high-level players at such a young age. It's in the beginning of your career, so the opportunity, just the experience of these 3 games will make women's cricket much richer.
This is a good start from the youngster. It's a really good start from the youngster, bowling within herself. It's better line, better length. They have gotten off to a really good start. The run rate over 8. And you reckon on the surface 140 odd should be a good score. Bisma did say 150. Re-bowl that, please.
Yeah, that's what I want to ask you, Rouge. In terms of centre conditions, size of the boundary, just checking out some of the pace on these boundaries so far. So you reckon 140? Achievable, 150?
Short and wide. Gets it through one, not the other fielder. Yeah, Danny, just looking at the way the super women are lined up in their batting. Muniba Ali, Chamaria Tapatu, Laura Wolfart, Nida Dar, Lauren Winfield Hill, Nida Dar. That is a very strong top 6.
So 170 then?
150 is okay. Nicely played, using the pace and the angle. She's dealing again in boundaries, continues to do so, Danny Wyatt. It's her 4th.
Yes, DW out of the UK. Lovely hands, yeah, beautiful. A little bit of curve in the air, but just helped it on its way. Well done, Danny Wyatt.
Plays very late. That was almost from the keeper's hands. And she's known for being able to play as late as possible.
And again, this time straight to the fielder. She's a very strong player off the offside, Danny Wyatt. And she doesn't mind going over the top, as she's already shown on more than a couple of occasions.
Yeah, Rouge, I just don't think you have to go searching too hard, don't you? Because of the nature of the surface, it's the new ball, it's sliding on, conditions are good, so yeah, this is a good start.
That's better.
Cut out.
That's better with the angle, with the ball moving around. She went for 7, Masuma, in her first. It's 33 for no loss.
Oh, look, I did get the memo today. The uniform and the caps for the cold, as before you start.
Yeah, I know. It's not for the style, is it? No way is that stylish.
Blue steel lookout.
And Danny Morrison spicing things up here in the commentary box. Aisha Jalil to the left of screen was the manager of the Pakistan national side for a long time, heads the domestic structure, was recently the manager of the under-19 women's team that went for the World Cup in South Africa. Sadia Iqbal to continue. Two fielders on the boundary, long on the circle, deep mid-wicket as well. The fielders inside the ring on the offside.
A change of ends. Sadia, she didn't get a lot of turn. She's just angling the ball back in. The protection is all leg side.
Bowling, Sadi.
Just tucked it around the legs. A look for 2.
Bowling.
That's really good running.
Sadi now going.
Yeah, superb. As soon as she hit it,
Bowling, Sadi.
she was off and she wanted the second straight away. This will be a feature in this game, at least in the following games too.
Bowling, yaar.
Oh, this is really good. It's a better line from Sadia, just with the arm, cramping the right-handers for room. Up to the task, the 2 in the middle, nudging it around, 2s and 1s. And there you go, the message loud and clear from the keeper. You keep it there, it's very difficult to hit you, Sadia. Munib Ali from behind the stumps.
And Muniba wants the ball to drift back in. She doesn't want it to go offside at all. Exactly there, back into the stumps.
Sadia normally doesn't bowl with the new ball. Anam Amin, the preferred option, slightly more flatter through the air, quicker. Nashra Sandhu recently has also tried bowling with the new ball. Pakistan have plenty of options. In the left arm spin department, all 3 very different. Bowling trajectory is different as well. Sadia slightly taller, and she also does bowl slightly round arm. And when you see Anam Amin and Nashra Sandhu from the other side, one of them will surely take the new ball as well.
शादी बहुत अंदर हो जाएगा थोड़ा मिड विकेट की तरफ ही लो
Gave herself room, toying with the field here. A couple of bounces into the fence to end the over with a boundary. Tammy Beaumont moves to 20, Amazons 41 for no loss.
Yeah, delightful stroke, no doubt. Little shimmy across, and it was really well played. Both players now on 20. Look at that nice symmetry. Faced exactly the same amount of balls each. Good little start this for the Amazons.
अभी तो 5 ओवर हुए हैं ऊपर ही आओ 1 ओवर रहते हैं I'm fast still power player yeah last too many out fine sorry
Nicely fielded. Oh, might have had a shy at the stumps. That was a run on a misfield. Generally, you don't run on a misfield. But this is a good start for Amazons, who won the toss and decided to bat first on what looks like a very good pitch. Marina Iqbal, Sana Mir alongside. Marina, good start this for Amazons.
Definitely a good start. These two looking really good. They've played a lot of cricket together, complementing each other. They will always target the bowlers.
Bit of width on offer. Oh dear. That is 4. You have to hand it to these players, especially the two English opening batters, because it's snowing in England at the moment. Snowing, so they've come from 0 degrees to 29, but a little bit of a misfield here. Sana?
That's why they're making the best of the power play, so they don't have to run afterwards, maybe, because they are looking really good. And they've got the fielders down on the ground.
It's also getting used to this pitch, you know, when you've got two very experienced batters out there. Danny Wyatt with 2 centuries on her T20 international career. Tammy Beaumont, player of the tournament in the 50 over World Cup in England, 24 from 17. Oh, that's leading edge, should be out. Almost a collision, but it is out. It's the first wicket for the Super Women. Tuba Hassan, I think, has pouched it.
And it's Masooma Zahra Fatima, the emerging player from the Super Women. We have been talking about her. Good seam position there, good line and length. And may Tammy Beaumont play across the line. Tuba Hassan grabbing it just in front of the third fielder. But in the end, what matters is that she took the catch. Masooma Zahra, she has been working really hard on her game, gets Tammy Beaumont out for 24. Amazon 46 for 1.
So first strike for the Super Women, and they needed that because this was a very decent start for Amazon. Marina Iqbal alongside Marina, so Bismar Maroof, long-time captain of Pakistan, is in.
Prolific player for Pakistan. Has been exceptionally brilliant over the years.
Saida is coming round the wicket, so if she doesn't get a line right, she'll be bowling a couple of wides.
Sayyida Masooma, she works a lot on her fitness. When she came 3-4 years ago, she looked very different. Now she's working hard on it. Hails from Karachi, a hard-working player. Generally bowls with the new ball.
That is a scoring area for Bismar, isn't it? She's plays the ball very late. I mean, she doesn't go too much down the ground, but she noodles it around, and she likes to keep the scoreboard ticking over. Good catch, almost a collision there.
Literally stole it away from Sadia. Lucky for them, managed to kept it in hand. First one down, it was a really good opening partnership. We're talking about the surfaces. The best thing what Denny and Tammy did was just to analyze it, how it is playing.
Too much width, but it's a little parry in the field, so it stops the 4. End of the over, 6 gone. It's 49 for 1. So how strong is this batting lineup? How strong? We got Maria Bouchier, Alia Riaz, Tess Flintoff, who I watched bowling before the match started. She's got some pace.
Yes, Alia Riaz is a big hitter of the ball. Tess Flintoff, she's got the fastest 50 in WBBL last season. So a lot to look forward to.
Amazons against Super Women, the first of 3 matches here at the Pindi Stadium. Day after tomorrow will be the second. Jose Braza is the umpire, signals the end of the power play. Good score, 49 on the board for Amazons, the loss of the 1 wicket. Tammy Beaumont, the English batter, out for 24. New bowler is Nida Dar with her off spin. Nida Dar against Danny Wyatt. Good contest this, because Danny Wyatt will want to get after her. It's a great catch. That is a stunning catch. Sadia Iqbal takes what could be the catch of the match. Long way to go, I know, but it's a brilliant catch.
First ball up, Nida Dar, tossing it up nicely. Outside off stump, and Danny let her up still. She's reached for it and straight to the fielder. She'll be disappointed, and what a catch on a rebound. She's a good fielder, Sadia. Safe hands, and she is delighted. Nida Dar, big wicket, back-to-back wickets for Amazon.
Danny Wyatt's gone for 22. Amazon's 49 for 2. It's another English cricketer who's come in at 4 for the Amazons. It's Maya Bouchier. She's played 19 T20 matches, strike rate at 118. It's a young career, this. But what we have now for Amazon is 2 new batters at the crease. So that good start, 49 on the board, 46 on the board, means that they've got to regroup, restart.
Yeah, I think the opening partnership was brilliant. Now it's all about rebuilding. They don't have much time. Have a look at that. She went for it. Looking to play it a bit more squarer, but it went straight, and a really good catch. Kept her eyes, Sadia Iqbal, on that occasion. And that's a big wicket. She was trying to accelerate Danny Wyatt.
Yeah, I think she wanted to... I think what Danny Wyatt wanted to do was stamp her authority on Nida Dar straight away.
Absolutely, going after the first ball of Nida Dar. Nida Dar is also the leading wicket taker in the world right now in T20 cricket.
This is through. It'll be 4. It's a fast outfield. 50 up for Amazons.
Erring in line this time, Nida Dar. All fielders were inside the circle on the offside. Shorter, outside off stump, easy pickings. That's a really good surface. All she wanted to do was find the middle of the bat.
Hasn't found a length, but Maya Bouchier has found the boundary again. 2 boundaries to open her account.
And this time even better. The timing was exquisite. Just rocking on the back foot Excellent timing there, finding the gap. Maya Bhutia, she represents Southern Babe in the 100. Scored 88 runs in the competition with the best of 29.
It's another call for catch, but there's no chance for this one. 7 gone, 58 for 2. Amazons against Superwomen in the first of 3 women's special matches here in Rawalpindi. Amazons winning the toss. And Amazons 58 for 2. Ume Hani is the new bowler. I have not seen a bowl before, Marina, so you're going to have to tell me and our viewers.
She's a good all-rounder. A bit of off-spin, which is really handy with the bat. I'm actually a little surprised with Superwoman packing 4 spinners in their playing 11. When you look at Amazon, the players, the batting lineup, they are very strong against spinners.
Right, let's go downstairs to Zainab Abbas. Zainab.
Yeah, I've got a very, very special guest next to me, the chairman of the Pakistan Cricket Board, Najm Sethi Saab. Sethi Saab, thank you so much for joining us. Itni badi historic occasion hai, women's exhibition match, the first of its kind in the HPL PSL. What do you think it means for Pakistan cricket to have something like this here?
It's a historic occasion, as you say. It's also the International Women's Day today. So we timed it as such. We're breaking fresh ground here because this is the precursor, these 3 matches, to the launch of the Women's League in September. So we're delighted that we have these foreign players here, and we're delighted that we're going to have these 2 and 3 matches. And as I said, I hope the best team wins. But the most important thing is that the women's cricket is now finally on its way.
It definitely is on its way, and we've got such stars at display here, some foreign stars as well. I mean, was it a challenge at all to get them here, or were they willing and keen? Because we've seen that with the men's, we've got some big names here, but it's just nice to see that we have that for women's cricket as well.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. No, actually, it wasn't a problem. There's been such encouragement from all sides, and the international players who are here have come here. They're happy to be here, and I understand that all of them are lining up to be part of the Women's League also in September. So no, it wasn't a big problem.
I was just coming to the Women's League as well. I mean, how excited are you? How excited is everybody else to get that going? Because we're now seeing that there is a shift. There is an, evolving all around the world. There is the situation, the circumstances are evolving in terms of the women's sport.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the time has come. And I'm delighted that we are amongst the first to have to launch a Women's League. We announced our intention to do so earlier, and I think by September, it will be fully fledged, and we'll probably also take it to outside the shores of Pakistan because it's an international event. But more important, I can tell you, there's such enormous interest.
Sorry, I'll just have to cut you right there because there's been a wicket.
Oh dear.
So I'll have to throw it back to the boys in the commentary box.
Bismar Maroof, it's down the leg side, and she's just got a glove on that. It's a good catch by the keeper down the leg side. Muniba, and the finger goes up, and Bismar has a look, and she's walking back.
Not a very good ball, but a very good catch. Bismar Maroof going for that sweep shot. And she has to walk back for 1 only. Amazons 60 for 3.
Alia Riaz, 72 matches in her T20 career, a strike rate 92. She would like to get that to 3 figures. She can bat, just waiting for her to get into another gear with her batting. But she does hit it well. She likes to go downfield. She's strong, she's tall. This is the end of Bisma.
It was a poor delivery. She went to put it away, but just managed to get some glove on it. Will be disappointed, but nonetheless, it's good for Superwomen.
Fielder out there, you've got to run that first one quickly. You've got to put that fielder under pressure. 8 gone, 61 for 3. Good start, 46 on the board from Tammy Beaumont and Danny Wyatt, the 2 English cricketers, 24 and 22. Then Bismar's just gone for 1. But you want one of those players, and it really, I suppose, falls to Maya Bouchier now. She's got 10 with 2 boundaries. One of them's got to stay and play a long innings here. Nidada, 1 for 9 in her first over. She trapped Danny Wyatt first ball. Very good catch by Sadia Iqbal at deep mid-wicket. Alia Riaz on strike. And that'll be a single. Right, let's go back downstairs to Zainab Abbas. Got Ajay Sethi, chairman of the Pakistan Cricket Board Management Committee. Zainab.
Yeah, back with Najam Sethi. Sethi sahab, you're talking about you know, the women's game and how it's evolving. Obviously, अब September की बात हो रही थी. आप उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा बता रहे थे कि September में women's league launch हो रही है. तो कितना interest है, क्या challenges हैं, थोड़ा सा उसके बारे में बताएं.
जी बहुत interest है. We feel that, you know, if we have four teams, they'll be sold in a jiffy. We have so much interest, people calling up from across the globe saying we want to buy a women's team. So I have no issues over there. I think that is going to take off, inshallah. The question really will be, who is going to be eligible to pick up teams? There's one strain of thought that says that allow the Pakistani PSL franchises to pick up teams, and there's another one that says the more the merrier, bring in new fresh blood, fresh franchises. So we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, but at the end of the day there's enormous interest.
अच्छा ये बताएं कि आज Women's Day है, International Women's Day, and you know इतना ज़बरदस्त match भी हो रहा है. All the women that are involved, your daughter is also a superstar. So what is your message for all the women out there who are doing incredibly well in their respective fields?
Absolutely. I mean, thank God we have a Women's Day. Thank God there's going to be a march that is going to symbolize the rights that the women demand now. And there can be no better occasion than this one to kick off, as it were, the whole issue of rights for women, freedom for women, professionalism for women, women participation in everyday life much more than in the past.
Thank you so much for your thoughts, Sethi Sahab, and your time. And yeah, you heard the thoughts of Najam Sethi, the chairman of Pakistan Cricket Board, and it's back to you guys in the commentary box.
Thank you.
Najam Sethi. And good to have the support from Mr. Sethi and his management for these 3 matches. Nine overs gone. Amazon 69 for 3. Maya Bouchier on strike. Ihani 1 for 3, first over. Oh, the reverse they wanted. Yes, the finger goes up. It's another strike for the off spinner. But Maya Boucher's gone upstairs for this.
Copy that. Review for LBW. Original decision is out. Let's start with front foot, please. It's a fair delivery. Can I have front on spin vision, please? Keep rolling, keep rolling. Roll it back, roll it back, roll it back. Now roll it through. Now roll it through. The ball appears to be close to the gloves. To confirm, can I have ultra edge, please?
Waiting for ultra edge, not ready yet.
Okay. Stand by, waiting for ultra edge. Ultra edge is coming. Keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. Freeze this frame as the ball is next to the bat. Satisfied there is a bat, gloves involved. Go back to on-field umpire. I recommend you to reverse your decision. I'll let you know when you are on screen. You are on screen, signal now.
Well, that's a reprieve for Maya Boucher. Just a faint glove, but pretty good shout.
That's very well bowled. A lot of revolutions on the ball and took the pace off and got the length back the moment she saw Maya Boucher come down the crease. So good bowling. They have 2 off spinners with Chamari can also bowl a bit of off spin. So 3 off spinners in Super Women.
And they've bowled really well with Nida, Mehani, as you mentioned. All that matter is how the variations are coming into play, taking the pace off, altering the length. Especially the English women, they love to come down the track and then they can just unsettle the bowler's mind by using the crease laterally as well. Few changes in the field, they want everything on spot. Managed to just steal the momentum back, Superwomen.
And Superwomen will be really happy, Alan, because they, at one point Amazon were cruising 46 for none, and then 3 quick wickets, one on 46, 49, and then 60.
Yeah, that momentum is just lost. Nicely bowled. I like Ehani. She's quite prepared to give the ball a bit of air.
And where Alia has to be careful, she loves to cut the ball, and Hani, some of her deliveries, you can see there is spin because she can put revolutions on the ball. So with her variation, yes, there are some deliveries which remain straight.
Bit of bottom hand in that. End of 10 overs, and Amazons are 72 for 3.
Mark Amazon's 72 for 3. Their prolific start in the power play. Just taking a few jolts here with the loss of 3 wickets. Leading edge, catch it, taken. Tuba Hassan straight into first ball wicket. Chamari Adapadu, simple catch. Maya Boucher goes for 18.
Yeah, it's not looking good for the Amazons, losing wickets in pairs. And another one goes back to the dugout. Have a look at that. Yeah, just too much bottom hand on that, and straight to the fielder. Inside the circle, Athapattu takes the catch, and first ball wicket, as you said, Uruj. Well, 72 for 4 and 18 for Boucher.
Tess Flintoff, the new batter in. Off the edge again. What a start from the leg spinner. Got the ball to nip in turn, leading edge. That's 4 down now. She makes herself here from Australia, Tess Flintoff, 19-year-old. Oh, they'll have to rush here. Had that hit, would have been curtains. Leah Tahuhu with the effort.
Yeah, long gone. Would have been a long way out. Tess Flintoff just looking to get off strike. It's slow, good loop. This is the wicket of Maya Boucher. Catching's been good. Chamari Athapattu.
Just pressure on here. The runs are drying up. Last 5 overs, 27 runs, 3 wickets, which has stemmed the run flow, which came in some fashion earlier on. Tammy Beaumont and Danny White timing the ball. A wrong one. Look for 2. Should be comfortable in the end.
Yeah, the toss and the pitch, I was listening to you guys, and you said 150 is what Bisma also felt was good enough. If you keep 150 in mind, it's not a bad progress, because you still got 9 overs, but the wickets is the problem. That could be the issue.
Excellent over from Thupa to start off. 11 done, 76 for 4.
Four down. Amazons, still plenty of overs left, plenty of opportunity. Talked about putting 150 at least on the board. Well, they're halfway there, but who gets them from here on in? They need a partnership. These are the 4 wickets to fall. Little swing across the line early on from Tammy Beaumont. And comfortable catch in the end. Another one just looking to go leg side. Danny Wyatt, a fumble, a juggle, but nicely done. And a good catch down the leg side. Maroof was disappointed there. Back with live action. 76 for 4. Let's go sideline to Zainab.
Right, I've got Tammy Beaumont next to me. Tammy, nice to have you here. You know, met in England, obviously, last year. But to have you in Pakistan, firstly, thank you so much for coming, and tell us a little about your experience so far.
Yeah, really excited to be here in Pakistan for these exhibition matches, celebrating women on International Women's Day and getting to taste some Pakistani food. So yeah, so far the reception and the welcome has been so good to all of us overseas players, and we're really excited to be here and to play.
Happy Women's Day to you as well. We're extremely excited to have you. Just in terms of the match itself then, lost a couple of wickets at the top. What do you make of it so far? What do you make of it currently?
Yeah, we obviously got off to a pretty good start. Danny Wyatt's in great form, so we need to rebuild, get a good partnership here, and it's a good wicket and nice size boundaries for batters, so we probably need to get maybe that kind of 160. So yeah, one good partnership now. I'm backing these two to go well.
What do you make of the conditions? You know, you had a chance to bat there. I mean, is it an easy wicket to bat on, or?
Yeah, it's a nice wicket. It's a little bit maybe lower than England, but the pace is good and not too much spin. So yeah, I wished I stayed out a little bit longer and didn't throw my wicket away.
Well, you've got Danny Wyatt here as well, so it's nice to have someone familiar on the other end.
Yeah, we were saying we hadn't opened the batting together in T20s for like a year or so, so it was really nice to be back together. She's one of my favourite friends in cricket, and yeah, great to be back with her at the top.
Had a chance to get out at all in Pakistan so far, or just got in recently?
No, we only got in the day before yesterday, and then had training yesterday, so not too much yet, but we're going to try and get to a few restaurants and see some of Pakistan. I think it would be really good too.
Well, I hope you get a chance to actually get out and explore as well. Just in terms of the target then, I mean, what do you think you guys are comfortable with?
Yeah, we've got a really good bowling lineup, so I think, you know, if we can get past 150, I think we'll be pretty happy. But obviously they've got some strong batters, Laura Woolvart, and Chamari Atapatu was in good form at the World Cup, so it's going to be tough.
Thank you so much for your thoughts, Tammy, and all the best for this one, and I hope you enjoy your trip. And now it's back to you guys in the commentary box.
Thanks, Zainab. Lovely to hear from Tammy Beaumont herself, and I'm sure, Zainab, you'll plan something for her one of the days off to take her around, show them around Pakistan, Islamabad.
A little bit nervous today is Tammy about her wicket keeping. She hasn't done a lot of wicket keeping and she's been working hard on it, but they've asked her to wicket keep today, so she said to me before the game, she said, just please be kind. Please be kind.
Nicely driven. Just for one. Oh, Simon Dool, take it easy. Let's be kind.
Yeah, and she's obviously doing a little bit of commentary as well as Tammy nowadays. She's worked hard on sort of extending her cricketing career into the commentary side of things, so it's a nice progression. Chance again and deep at long off. Laura Woolvart takes the catch and another one down now.
Yeah, Tess Flintoff, pressure mounting again on the Amazon batters, trying to muscle the ball. It was there to be hit. Was spliced off the bat and went straight down the hands of Laura Woolvart. Exceptional fielder she is, not going to put them down, and Tuba Hassan has two. It's Tess Flintoff. She makes her way back, just adding 2 on to the score. It's 84 for 5.
Thank you.
Gul Firoza played a couple of games for Pakistan. 2022 against Sri Lanka in Karachi. During that series, didn't get a lot of runs. She'll be hoping to make an impact here. She does hit the ball hard. She faces up the challenge against the leg spin from Tuba Hassan, who's been bowling some good lines. Not so much the delivery that got Tess Flintoff out. It was a full toss and could have been put away, but it was put away straight into down the throat of long off.
She actually got too close to it in the end and was just cramped a little bit for room. She hits a really long ball as Tess Flintoff, but a little bit cramped for room and then just couldn't extend those arms through the ball enough. Normally that'd just sail over long off.
Leg spinners and their wicket-taking abilities with full tosses. can say that because I've done that myself a lot of times.
Yeah, I always used to say though, Ruji, you bowl enough good balls in your career. You bowl enough good balls that don't get wickets, so just take whatever comes along. Not your fault that you get a wicket with a very ordinary delivery.
Level the playing field.
Exactly.
I'm not afraid to give it some air here, Tuba. That's an excellent over, excellent second over. Picks up another wicket. She's got 2 for the game so far. 13 done, 86 for 5. Change of bowling, Sadia Iqbal back into the attack. Nicely cut away. That is a gloriously timed stroke from Alia Riaz. Made use of the width and timed it away between the 2 fielders.
Yeah, she looks in good nick. And the way she found that gap early on, she played one over the bowler, just waited on it, and good timing just to beat those 2 fielders behind the square. And they would need some more of that from her. They've got plenty of overs available.
Down the track, that is a glorious shot. That is the first 6 of the game. Who better than to do it? Alia Riaz, what a hit.
Yeah, Duli, she's one of those players, she can clear any ground in the world. One of the most powerful hitters in Pakistan women cricket.
Great use of the feet. And a lovely swing of the bat as well. 78 metres. Gave herself just a little bit of room. Change of angle now.
Yeah, some really big hitters on the Pakistan circuit at the couple of bounces to the fielder.
Well, one of the keys for this, if you're a young boy or girl at home watching, just keep an eye on the head. As she comes down the pitch, just watch the eyes and everything stays down. Eyes stay down on the ball. It's a wonderful display of how to hit that long ball down the ground. The head stays down. It only comes up as the bat gets above waist height and above the shoulders. That's the only time the head comes up and the eyes come off the ball. That is a wonderful display of power hitting.
Now we talk about the fundamentals of batting. Head very key, very important. Alia Riaz showing young boys and girls out there how it's done. End of a good over, 12 off it. It's 89 for 5. $14 done. Apologies, 98 for 5. And there is a bit of a crowd building up. It's fantastic to see young boys and girls coming out. Salima Imtiaz signals a timeout. Players can have a bit of a break, a breather, and maybe discuss some strategies. And welcome back to the Pindi Cricket Stadium. Amazons choosing to bat first. Got off to a really good start. 24 and 22 apiece from Beaumont and Danny White. Skipper went down sweeping, caught behind Bisma Maru for one. Maya Busher, well, she played a good hand with 18. Alia Riaz, she's looking very good in the middle with Gul Firozat. They have 6 overs left in their share of 20. The Amazons. Tuba Hassan has already picked up a couple of wickets. Deep mid wicket, long on, long off, deep cover. I should look for 2. And they will get it. Also brings up the 100 for the Amazons. Well, the average score here at this venue, not a big sample size, just the 5 women T20 games, is 138. But the highest successful run chase at this venue, 161. Back in 2020 between the PCB Triangular Domestic T20 Series, Dynamites versus Blasters. That's probably the best surface in Pakistan anyways, in Pindi. A wrong one with some air.
There's a little bit of turn here, so that what this will do is it'll interest the men later on as well, I think. I'd love to have seen just a little more, fraction more grass on this pitch, just to allow the ball to slide onto the bat. It's going down, it'll be a leg by. We saw a bit of grass on last night's pitch, and I just would love to have seen a little bit more grass on this one for today. Well, they've gone for a review here, an LBW review.
Original decision is not out. Let's start with front foot, please. It's a fair delivery. Can I have front on, please? The ball is supposed to be close to the bat. Roll it back. Now roll it forward. To confirm, can I have ultra edge, please? Stand by, waiting for the ultra edge. Ultra edge is coming. Keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. There is a gap between bat and ball. Satisfy, no bat in wall. Go to ball tracking when it's ready. Ball tracking is coming. Original decision not out. Pitching in line. Impact in line, wicket missing, wicket missing. Go back to on-field umpire, shows up, you should stay with your original decision of not out, you're on screen, signal now.
Yeah, you need the 3 reds. They lose a review here, good decision on-field as well. It's a big wicket, they need it. Alia Riaz, she's got the ability to get some quick runs, and for the Amazons' sake, they'll want her out there till the last overs come about.
The umpires do get a bit of help from the keepers. Just gauge from their movement where the keeper's moving as the ball takes that impact. It looked like it's going down the leg side.
It's good from the umpire. He's good decision first and foremost, but he just realised before that ball was about to be bowled that he forgot to...
Well, it was a little prediction of 140, 150 at the toss even. It's going to be challenging given the half the side is out. And that was at 84, but this partnership 20 off 16 is blossoming rather nicely. Alia and Feroza up against Leah Tahuhu, who swapped ends coming from the pavilion end now. A little bit of width on offer, but protection and the field well set, Sana.
Absolutely, and the biggest dent for that 150, when they were looking that they can reach that 150, was both the openers, Tammy Beaumont and Danny White. They got out after making 24 and 22. So this Amazon lost both their set batters together. And then Bisma, early dismissal of Bisma definitely dented that prospect of them reaching that 150.
Right now, Alia is looking good. She needs to carry on the way she's playing. Gulfiroza can hit big as well. We've got Fatma Sana to follow up. She has to be the next one. Trying hard to put a decent total to at least challenge the Superwomen.
All sliced and gone. So Tahuhu, she gets in the wicket column here with her first this afternoon.
Gulfiroza, who generally opens the batting, comes down the order, tries to muscle it down, but the bat turns in her hand, and an easy catch for Nidadar. Leah Tahuhu with her first wicket on Pakistan soil.
Yeah, she's quick. Undone by pace. Gulfiroza gone on 6. 105 for 6, Amazon.
No, I thought it was off.
Right arm over, 4 balls to go.
Tahuhu. Oh, there's that channel. A little bit of breeze in, but again, gorgeous conditions in terms of this exhibition match. Fatima Sana Khan. Emerging player. Marie, you seen much of this woman?
Oh, ICC Emerging Player of the Month 2021. Had an impeccable year. Evolving. She's a very good bowler, has worked a lot on her batting skills as well. A brilliant fielder. All-round package for Pakistan. She's delivered a lot many times.
Leah Tahuhu bowling with long on, mid-off, mid-on in the circle, because generally you can extract a bit of bounce.
Yeah, and there it is. She's going into the surface. One to go, and talking about getting into the death overs from 16 to 20. Yeah, trying to get aggressive and get on with it, Feroza. But couldn't get enough on it. And the skipper says, thanks very much. Back now. Last ball of the over. Misfield, but they'll just get one. So very good over. Just 3 from it and the wicket. It's 107 for 6 now. Amazons.
That's Nahida Khan, Pakistan player.
Yes. Tuba's last. She's got 2 for 11. Bit of wrist spin on. So good to see. Pace off in the death overs. Just chatting before, some of the English players finding that the bounce just a little bit lower than that of in the UK. Understandably so. Bowling these death overs.
I think definitely Leah will finish off. They've got Sadia as well. Nida probably might be another option. don't think they will go with Masuma, even though she was pretty decent with the newer ball, but with the older one, if Alia and Fatma Sana are there in the middle, they might go after her.
Well, Sanakana's just come out to the middle. Hustle, hustle. Oh, good fielding. Good fielding. I think that's a Patu there in the covers.
And Fatima Sana and Tuba Hassan, they are both really good mates, so it's going to be a good contest. Both young guns of Pakistan. Chamari Atapatu from Sri Lanka. And Tuba, the leg spinner, she can bowl a really good, decent googly as well.
Thinking too. Lauren Winfield out there.
They need to run hard. They need to turn these singles into doubles. And every now and then, if an opportunity for boundary is provided, they need to capitalize on it. Just lagging behind.
And what Tuba is doing really nice is that she's flighting the ball but keeping it away from the batter. So Fatima Sana, she wanted to go after her, but it was too far for her, from her. Decent over if she can get this ball to a dot ball or just one run.
To target with the repetition to clear the boundary with ease. We've got few skyscrapers, but the wickets that were
well, pretty steady. Again, you just lose wickets at inconvenient times, as it were. You're trying to build a good partnership and create pressure on the bowling side. Sounded pretty good. Oh, she wants to run because she hit it.
Good shot. It was right from the middle of the bat. It was hit well and clean pick up from Nida, but a bit slow on the throw. Helps them complete that single.
I just talked about getting into that 138 to 140 odd. Again, a little bit of a miscue. I'll think about two, but I don't think so. Yeah, the average score of this venue, batting first in T20s at 138. So that's what it is around there. So the prediction of that 140, 150, quite realistic, Sana.
Yes, but that won't be safe because this average score is with the domestic players where good players are scattered into a couple of teams. With kind of batting that super women have, they will have to target a bit more.
And into the gap. And a boundary. Much needed here for the Amazons.
Yeah, she needs to speed up things. Alia Riaz, well set on 38 now. Searching for that length. That's her area.
And who can stick with that shorter delivery or the Yorker against Alia?
Try on and direct hit. That's a Patu. Bullseye.
Umpire to director. We have a umpire review for run out at bowler's end. Can I have your best side on angle, please? Madam, batter ko rokiega. Okay, satisfied. Batter is well out of her crease. I made my decision for big screen. My decision is out. Repeat, out.
Bye, Alia. Time for a shower. And Natapatu with a direct hit. Has brought about the 7th wicket to fall for the Amazons. 120 for 7.
And just when things were looking a little bit decent for the Amazon, Alia was turning things on. This woman, she is a superwoman. With the bat and with the throw as well. Prolific player from Sri Lanka. Has her own reputation. Never missed the chance and the stumps. Big blow again for Amazon. 7 down now.
Now pressure on the death overs. Only got 3 wickets left. Crucial in white ball cricket. And we've just been seeing in the men's games the other night. It was the first time in HBL PSL history that both teams in the same game were bowled out. They lost 20 wickets in just under 40 overs.
Emerging player from Lahore, 20 years of age.
Over.
18 done, it's 1-2, 1 for 7.
And that's why she's here. Alia taking on the arm of Chamari.
Yeah, stunning. Only probably just more than one stump to aim at. And the Sri Lankan, spot on. Great stuff. So we're down to the last dozen deliveries now. Lovely stuff here, Sana Khan.
Fatima Sana Khan, she is one talent. One of the upcoming all-rounders from Pakistan, I won't say, just to see her. She can bat. Excellent use of feet. And she knew exactly where the gap was, taking on the experienced Nidadar.
Really good use of the feet, got to the pitch of the delivery, created that angle to pierce the gap on the leg side.
She went on to play in the CPL as well, so she is someone other leagues are looking at. Can play on the offside, the leg side.
Oh, hello! Back-to-back boundaries here. And Lauren Winfield-Hill, no chance.
And the women's T20, we didn't see a lot of her with the bat. That's why I think she needs to bat up the order. Because whether it's spinners or fast bowlers, she has great swing, fast hands, and a good mind.
Always a miss-hit. Who wants it? It's up in the air. And taken. Leah Tahuhu with the safe hands on this occasion.
Nidadar, the experienced one, this time a bit flatter in trajectory. She was deep in crease, then again decided to come down. It was actually a full toss, never easy to put away, always tricky. She managed to just grab onto it, Leah Tahuhu. A bit of cameo coming to the end by Fatma Sana. 8 down for Amazons on 129. Fatma has to take the walk on 13.
Well, unlucky for some. At 13. Couple of boundaries, couple of good strikes. And, still an over and a half to go for the Amazons. See what they can eke out here. In these last 9 deliveries, got to be at least 9, worst case scenario.
Catch!
Oh, there's a catch and there's another! Skipper's on a hat-trick here.
And it's again Chamari Atapatu in the field. You can't keep her away from action. Fatima Khan, the emerging player. It was Nashra, my fault, wanted to go over covers. Chamari Atapatu with an easy catch. Nashra has to walk back without scoring. Amazon 129 for 9.
Hat-trick ball. There's Nita. No, couldn't get the hat-trick. certainly well bowled. He's a couple of wickets here.
Really good bowling. This one a full toss, again a tricky one. This time just the angle giving no room whatsoever. Nida Dar, a good one. Double wicket. 129 for 9 Amazons.
2 fours, 2 wickets, 2 dots. This was Nashra trying to take on Nida. There was hardly any force behind that shot. An easy take for Chamari Atapatu. She has been really good on covers this game.
Yeah, there's so much relying on that top order for the Amazons. You had Beaumont and Wyatt, both got into the 20s, got starts, couldn't convert. And then you just had Alia there with the 38 top scoring from 35. And then just a little bit of Fatima Sana with that cameo 13. And not much else to write home about, I'm afraid. A little bit of 18 from Bashir. Players getting starts, Marina, not going on.
Yeah, that was the problem for Amazon. Even the big players getting started, and this just when they wanted to accelerate, Superwomen bowlers managed to pull them back to back wickets.
Right, into the last over here. So the 20th, and what can they squeeze with number 11 in? Anam's out there with Fatima. Plenty of protection out there.
Umehani has been impressive. 10 dot balls in 3.2 overs. Just 14 and got 1 wicket. That's why she gets a nod from the captain to bowl the last over. Generally, as an off spinner, it's not easy. But they have been, Superwomen have been taking wickets on regular intervals. Anam Amin, a T20 specialist with the ball, not with the bat.
Yeah, got the lefty on strike, which Umehani is going to enjoy. See if he can get it just to go off the straight or slip in an arm ball. Yeah, there's a bit of grip. There is off the straight.
Again, these two play against each other from the same club. They know them inside out. Anam Amin can head through the mid wicket. That's her zone. But Umehani will keep the ball away from her.
Almost 2 overs of dot balls in a spell, 12 dots.
Yeah, very impressive that in T20. A little slice. Squeeze another one. So they got into the 130s. They've breached that little milestone with 1 to go. Fatima, can she get hold of it? Another miss hit. And they'll just get a single. Finish things off. 132 posted for the loss of 9. If the Amazons turn it bat from 20 overs. Bisma said, yeah, look, we'll definitely go up front and bat first. And they've managed 132 for 9.
Nida Dar will be really happy with the team's performance. This is a really good pitch to bat on. Just 132 Amazon have been able to manage. With the start they had 46 in the power play. They will not be very happy because their batters got the starts. Both Tammy Beaumont, Danny White, they had a start. Alia looked good. Maya Busha, she looked good. But no one went on to score a big score.
Yeah, and you look at that, there are some partnerships getting a start. Certainly the opening one was the highlight, and the others now just into double figures, then 21. And you think really the end there, the last 5 overs, 4 for 28, tells a big story in terms of the Amazons trying to get out of second gear and get going, but couldn't. 5 extras. Marina the bowling. Very good indeed.
3 for Nida, the captain herself. Tuba with brilliant spell. Taking 2, Mehani. 1 and 1 for Leah Tahuhu. Asuma also getting 1 for her. I think they managed to pull back Amazons from a great start, and they kept them under check.
Well, yet, so you can't judge in terms of what's going on with the surface to date. Rightio, it is time to catch up with Zainab again.
Well, one of the star performers, Tuba Hassan, is here with me. Tuba, 2 wickets आपने हासिल की, निदा को भी wickets मिली और generally देखा उमे हिना ने भी wickets ली. तो क्या pitch कैसी है, कैसी conditions लगी आपको और कैसा जा रहा है आपका experience अभी तक?
पहले तो आज फर्स्ट मैच थोड़े एक्साइटेड थे खेलने के लिए और कैप्टन ने कहा था सिर्फ एक अपनी चैलेंज बॉलिंग करो और सिंपल पिच बैटिंग पिच है और सिंपल, और जो मेरा प्लान था कि बीच में जितनी वेरिएशंस मैं कर सकूं उतनी करूं.
क्या वेरिएशंस की?
से जैसे टॉप स्पिन और गूगल
टॉप स्पिनर. अच्छा ये बताएं कि पहला वुमेन्स एग्जीबिशन मैच है, कुछ फॉरेन प्लेयर्स भी आए हुए हैं, आपकी टीम में भी कुछ बड़े बड़े नाम हैं, तो कितनी खुशी है कि आज ये ओकेजन है वुमेन्स डे पे कि हम सब इकट्ठे हैं और आप सब मिलके खेल रहे हैं.
देखिए, जब हम फॉरेन प्लेयर्स के साथ अपना डगआउट शेयर करते हैं तो डेफिनेट सी बात है, हमें बहुत कुछ लर्निंग सीखने को मिलती है और अंदर जो हमारे फॉरेन प्लेयर्स हैं बहुत कुछ वो बता रहे थे कि इस क्योंकि इतना आइडिया नहीं था कि फॉरेन प्लेयर्स जो खेले उनके साथ हम इतना डगआउट शेयर नहीं किया हुआ, तो बस यही था कि वो बीच में गाइड कर रहे थे और उसके अकॉर्डिंग बॉलिंग की.
निदा ने क्या आपको टिप्स दी, यू नो यू आर अंडर वर्किंग अंडर कैप्टनसी?
सिर्फ उन्होंने एक बात की थी, अपने ही गेम खेलो और एंजॉय करो.
अच्छा ये बताओ कि आपका पर्सनली कौन रोल मॉडल है?
बेसिकली अगर मैं लड़कों की बात करूं तो उसमें मुझे राशिद खान और मैं शादाब खान को फॉलो करती हूँ.
राशिद खान और शादाब खान बड़े अच्छे लोग आपने जो हैं. Back to you guys in the commentary box.
Well, she seems pretty happy about things, Sana.
Yes, she was talking about how she used the variations to get those 2 wickets. And also talked about how the international players' experience helped her on the field while they were telling her about the areas the other.
Break and come back with the chase.
The story of the first innings of the exhibition match is that Tammy Beaumont made 24, Danny White 22 on regular intervals, and that's how they only managed 132. After using 3 bowlers in the power play, the seamers initially were not looking so good. It was Nida Dar with 3 wickets, Hani with 12 dot balls and a wicket, and 2. And both the English openers, they came out to bat for Amazon. They took on the bowlers really well. The spinner Sadia Iqbal was pumped for boundaries in her first over. Leah Tahu, who didn't also have a good start, but the young Masooma Zehra, she was really effective. Tammy Beaumont played on both sides of the wicket until she fell to the emerging player Masooma. Then Nida Dar came on the first delivery of her first spell, got the wicket. Sadia Iqbal with a very good catch in the deep. Then Bisma Maroof got a glove on it, and a very good take by Muniba Ali behind the stumps. First ball of Tuba Hassan also got a wicket. Chamaria Tapatu was brilliant in covers. Hani looked good. Alia Riaz in the middle looked really good. Tess Flintoff were not able to do much with the bat. Alia with her signature cut shot and going big down the ground, that has been her strong area. And Gul Feroza got an easy catch to Nida Dar, who got her first wicket, and then a brilliant run out from Chamaria Tapatu from covers. Just one stump to aim at, and she was brilliant. And Fatima Sana with a couple of boundaries, we know she can bat. She took straight to Leah Tahu, who made no mistake. That was another wicket for Nida Dar. Chamaria Tapatu with covers again. That ended the innings with 132 for 9. The confirmation. Super Women need 133 runs of 20 overs to win this game, the first exhibition match of the Women's League. And let's go down to Zainab. She has Aruj with her.
133 is then the target for Super Women. What a bowling performance by them. Aruj Mumtaz joins me. Aruj, the spinners really made it difficult for the Amazons just to score and get some runs, because we heard that 150 might be a good target, but do you think they're short of runs?
You'd imagine maybe 10 odd runs. Yes, you'd say that, because there was a couple of loose deliveries which yielded wickets in the end after a good start to the power play, where Tammy Beaumont and Danny White looked like the aggressors, but it wasn't like rash batting. It was proper timing of the ball. So there were runs on the wicket, but I was really excited to see Anam Amin and Nashra Sandhu come on to bowl, because I think 6 wickets went to the spinners in the first innings. So yeah, you'd probably imagine 10 runs short, and why that is because
the batters are out there and we are ready with the chase. It's back to you guys in the commentary box.
Thanks a lot, Zainab. And we have confirmation Muniba Ali Siddiqui will be opening the batting. She has the only 100 of the Women's World Cup 2023. So definitely a lot of talent there. She will be joined by Chamaria Tapatu from Sri Lanka, the captain of Sri Lanka. And what a player she is, Alan.
She is box office. Chamaria Tapatu, I've watched her over the years in 50-over cricket and in T20 cricket, and she hits the ball ferociously hard. And she hits seamers as well as spinners. So she is absolutely the key player here for the Superwomen. And let's not forget that Muniba Ali, her opening batter partner, scored a century. Australian. She's pretty brisk, I can tell you. I was down there before the match and she was bowling a number of deliveries, and she has got pace, and she's starting with a slip.
And straight away there was an edge. I think they had dropped Ali straight away.
Yeah, that was a healthy edge. That's a chance gone.
I like the slip. I like having a slip for Tess Flintoff.
Yeah. And Amazon, they do have Sidra Nawaz in their squad, but they went with Tammy Beaumont, who's going to be keeping for them. And Tammy Beaumont with the gloves. She has been given the gloves. Sidra Nawaz is in the squad.
Yeah, she does and can keep wicket, but of course with England over the years, Amy Jones and Sarah Taylor. Atapattu, you can't bowl loose deliveries to this Sri Lankan. She is prolific, but Muniba as well. I beg your pardon, Muniba. If it's short, she'll
Short delivery with pace on. .127 of 117. We know the pitch is really good. Sikandar, you watched the first innings. What do you think about the surface?
Captain said 150 should be good, and they were going great guns at around 10.5 over 73, but the wickets were the problem. I still believe, I mean, they missed out on a chance on the first ball.
And there's no fielder there. Again, a short delivery. Muniba Ali was on it very quickly.
Yeah, Alan, we saw that in the men's game yesterday here, afternoon games. The ball sits nice and pretty in front of you if that length is short and allows you enough time to rock back and play it that way, just around behind the square.
Yeah, it's completely the wrong length. She's a yard, maybe 2 yards too short here, Tess Flintoff. She's got a slip, but not now. And I believe that this is now setting a field for bad bowling. You want to say to your bowler, pitch it up. That's why you have a slip.
Last ball the over. It's a dot ball. After 1, 10 for naught.
Just coming back to what you asked me, with Fatima Sana, Tess Flintoff, if they can get them early breakthroughs, I believe, yes, you guys said 10 or 20 runs short from where they should have been. It could become an interest.
Really effective to right-hand batters. This will be a good contest.
There's a deep mid-wicket for Chamari Atapattu. And there is the mid-on, who's just in an orthodox position, but there's also a long off. Chamari Atapattu likes to go down the ground.
And with the new ball, Anam takes it away from the left-hander because she bowls more arm ball deliveries. Outside, she's brilliant.
Yeah, you can see that in her arc, and she goes with that swing. The power is there, bottom hand in that, and she clears it comfortably.
This Sri Lankan, prolific Sri Lankan, you can't bowl. You've got to bring your A game when you play against Chamari Atapattu. Anything wide, anything short, anything offline, she will punish you.
And it's a good ploy to have both the left-handers at the top. They have Laura Wolfhard, but they know Anam Amin will operate, so 2 left-handers at the top. And she gives respect when it's due, and that's what makes her a really good player.
Yes, because she knows she's got the firepower. When the bad ball comes, she will put it away. Look at the way those hands are working. The arms fully stretched out in front of that front pad.
And a good delivery. Anam is also a very experienced bowler. She will come back, but it will be a little difficult because generally she's really effective when the right-hander batters are there because she bowls into them. End of the over. A very good start. 20 for naught. He generally doesn't bowl with the new ball, and that's why the over went for too many runs, because generally she bowls at the back end, the middle overs and the death overs.
Well, it's an experiment that didn't work, but now Fatima Sana, who for her wonderful achievements in 2021 was recognized as the ICC Emerging Player of the Year. I think she's a terrific bowler. She's highly competitive and she's got an outstanding slower ball.
And straight away using her feet, Muniba Ali. These two batters look that they are going to attack and are not going to bat those all 20 overs.
Just coming back to Fatima Sana, such an amazing story. Correct me if I'm wrong, that she was one of the net bowlers when West Indies had come to Pakistan, and she was just randomly picked from there. And then look at that rise you just mentioned about becoming the ICC Women Emerging Player of the Year.
That was definitely when she started getting into the camps after that. She did attend a few camps, played a few domestic tournaments, but that is when she actually got into the setup. Coaches found her out and then started calling her in the camps.
And not bad with the bat either.
She's more than handy with the bat, definitely, but at the moment Amazon need her to bowl well. And a very good shot, Muniba Ali Siddiqui. You are going to bowl short to her, whether it's on the offside or the leg side. She's going to make you pay.
She's got two left-handers here, Fatima Sana, and she prefers to bowl to right-handed batters. Look how she's come out of the crease here, Muniba. She would know a lot about Fatima Sana, her trajectory, the length she would bowl, so she's trying to assert their authority very early. What a good start this is for Super Women.
And a very good delivery, played well here also, single, and brings Chamari Atapatu on strike.
It's a bit strange. In the previous over you said Anam Amin is very good against right-handers, and they've had that experiment bringing her against two. Some visual support.
It's definitely a no ball. Fatima Sana will have to re-bowl that one. Chamari Atapatu on the other end when you have a free hit, Alan.
Yeah, I think she's what's happening there? Not sure what that is, but free hit, and Chamari Atapatu is not the person you want to give a free hit to. She is prolific. This is a free hit because of the above waist high no ball.
Good ball on a free hit from Fatima Sana after 3 overs, 30 for naught.
She's almost tried to hit this too hard. She doesn't need to. She's tried to hit that into, what's the next district? Well, wherever it is. Gujarat. Anyway, this is a super start for the Super Women. 3 overs, 30 for no wicket.
And that's why in the middle innings we were talking about the score. It was at least 30 runs short. You have to say it's a first match. There will be nerves, so there will be some bad bowling or some bad fielding. But with this pitch and this batting lineup, they are at least 30 runs short. Again, continuing with Anam Amin against the left-handers. We've got the mid-on fielder up because both these players bat well both on the offside and the leg side, so they can't be only protecting the leg side. An excellent shot. Muniba Ali knows that the long off fielder is really wide.
Yeah, at this rate, you're looking at the run rate is just above, just around 10. It shouldn't be a problem. So it's just about the wickets. Because they don't have a big total, they'll have to probably now bowl them out.
There has been a change in field. Mid-off comes up. Long on goes back for Chamari. It doesn't matter because she's playing with the field. She knows that mid-off has come up. Now she goes offside.
Atapatu is so strong. Both sides of the wicket here, look at that. It's that free flow of the bat. Oh, hello. She knows it's good. Watch the way she just puts the gun back in the holster. And she just knows she's on top of this bowling.
He played that against the spin.
And what a wonderful shot. Both fielders on the leg side on the boundary, but no chance. That's the timing and power of Chamari Atapatu.
Yeah, this time again with the spin. It's just strange how much power she can put in shot. First inside out over extra, and now she targets the mid wicket. Surprising, she went for 10 runs in the first over. Bisma has shown a lot of trust in Anam to come back in the power play and bowl a second.
And it's up in there. Bisma is under it, and a very good catch. Anam Amin gets the...
Well, the adrenaline was flowing for Chamari Atapatu. She fancied this for another boundary. And she came across the ball. She scythed it. Good catch this by Bisma Maru for the Amazon. And Chamari Atapatu 23 from 13, 39 for 1. No.
She's not happy because she knows Anam Amin takes the ball away from her, and she has done the damage. And look who comes to bat. Laura Wolfart for the first time in the women exhibition matches. What a star she is from South Africa. She has got one of the most exquisite cover drives.
Yeah, Laura, she was doing medicine, studying medicine, and she had a couple of years to go in her medical career at university, and she had to decide between cricket or medicine, and she chose cricket because she felt that she can always go back to medicine once her career is finished.
Good decision. To 4, 39 for 1.
Patu 23. Muniba Ali is looking well set. It's a modest total that Amazons have put on the board. 132 for 9. Alia Riaz top scorer with a 30. Tammy Beaumont 24 and Danny Wyatt 22. The two English opening batters there, Beaumont and Danny Wyatt, they got Amazons off to a good start. 46 on the board. Now we're into the 5th over here. 39 for 1.
Tess Flintoff comes back. She gave away 10 runs in the first over. She has a good shape on the ball, takes it away from Muniba, got an edge of Muniba on the very first delivery, but then was bowling a bit short afterwards.
Yeah, the length was not good. Way too short on this pitch. Her strength, Tess Flintoff, to me, is to pitch it up. She started with a slip. There's no slip now. She's got to pitch it up.
And that can be the difference when you're bowling with the new ball or the old ball. So Sikandar, generally she bowls in the middle overs, and she might want to... And that's the lone wicket of Chamari Atapatu. The arm ball from Anam Amin. Chamari wanted to take it to the leg side, got the edge. In the middle overs or the death, she is used to hitting that hard length rather than bowling too full.
And let's have a check if it's a waist height. No ball.
This is a bit closer than we thought.
That's a legit delivery. It's below waist. That length, that fuller length that she was bowling is right up first delivery, but got that outside edge. That's something that worked now around the wicket. She's trying to angle it into the left-hander, but I'm with you when you say that that shorter length is not going to work over here, especially when the ball is still in the 5th over and hasn't really taken any beating that much.
And what she's done now as well, she's come round the wicket here to the left-hander, Muniba Ali.
This is a better field, but the bowling is not good. Now the fielders, 2 fielders are on the leg side, but she's bowling outside off stump.
That's a good ploy from the Super Women, because they're trying to have that width, and you can fancy your chances when you know the fielders are inside the circle. Now one is pushed back, I think, or maybe not. A third, no, change in field, but third is again coming back inside.
And this is where communication is very important, because these players have not played with each other. Bisma Maroof will have to come and talk to the bowlers.
One more, guys, one more.
Because these players, this is the first time a lot of the Pakistan, especially the emerging and the under-19, are having this opportunity to play with international stars.
Oh, what an occasion. And they've got 3 matches.
Better line, better length with the field after 5 overs, 44 for 1. And Muniba Ali, the highest individual scorer of the Women's World Cup 2023, 102 against Ireland, and what a knock. I was there to witness it. And that was the World Cup this year. After that, Nida Dar was really good, 75 against South Africa. That was not in a World Cup, but one of the fastest 50s for Pakistan. And that with Muniba Ali, that's the only century in this year's Women's World Cup.
Like the Amazons, the power play has belonged to the batters. Amazons got 49, Superwomen already 45, and 4 deliveries of the power play remain. It's only after the power play, when the field spread, that it's sort of struggled.
Yeah, sweep through the fielders. Excellent placement by Muniba Ali. The left-hander, who's been in really good form, continues here.
And she's always been very strong through the leg side, the sweep and the slog sweep, her go-to shots. And with the opportunity with both fielders inside the circle is always a boundary scoring opportunity.
Across the turf. That also brings up the Super Women 50. And this is some really classy batting from the left-hander Muniba.
And that's why she's such a dangerous player. We saw the sweep shot and now over extra. So both sides of the pitch.
Nicely timed once again. It's an area of the game where Muniba Ali's worked really hard. As you mentioned, that she was very strong square of the wicket on the leg side, very strong square of the wicket on the offside as well. But shot like those where in the recent past she's opened up the offside in front of square and the leg side in front of square to open up more boundary options for herself. A lovely stroke. One of Laura Woolward's specials. Overdone is 55 for 1.
Comes another part of this game.
Yeah, the part of the game that so often has an impact on the scoring rate. Jose Braza, confirmation there from him. End of the power play. So Loss of 1 wicket on either side. Super Women ahead by 6 in comparison with the power play. But it's what happened after. There was a few loss of wickets and the scoring rate really stemmed courtesy.
I've got 2 ball picker girls with me and it's an historic event and they are happy to be part of it. Let's talk with them. नाम क्या आपका?
अलिशा हसन
और आपका?
इमन अल्ताफ।
अच्छा अलिशा, पहले तो ये बताएं कि आप अपने पाकिस्तान के स्टार्स और इंटरनेशनल स्टार्स को यहाँ लाइव देख रहे हैं, क्या फीलिंग है?
We feel very honored to be here as a ball keeper and बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है हमें यहाँ पे आकर कि यहाँ पे क्रिकेट खेल रहे हैं और लाइव देख के इनको और भी अच्छा लग रहा है और बहुत ही मोटिवेशन मिल रही है कि इनको हम लाइव देख रहे हैं।
अच्छा, आपने बताया कि आप किसी क्लब से भी खेलते हो, तो क्या मोटिवेशन यहाँ से या इंस्पिरेशन मिल रही है?
यहाँ से हमें बहुत कुछ सीखने का मिल रहा है। यहाँ से सिर्फ ये नहीं कि हम बॉल पिक कर रहे हैं, हम उनको देख रहे हैं तो हमें पता चल रहा है कि ऐसे खेलनी है, ऐसे शॉट लगानी है। तो इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट टाइम हम भी इसी ग्राउंड में खेलेंगे।
अच्छा, मुझे ये बताएं कि क्या कौन से रोल मॉडल्स हैं आपके?
बिस्मा मारूफ।
और आपका?
मेरा भी बिस्मा मारूफ।
घर से कितना सपोर्ट मिल रहा है और कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है कि
change, right arm round.
Danny Wyatt had a good outing with the bat and now will bowl some off spin to the left-hander. Muniba Ali, deep cover on the boundary, long on, deep mid-wicket, deep backward square. And as we were talking about Muniba Ali and how she's evolved her game, evolved her range of shots and willing to play more in front of square. The 102 that she got in the T20 World Cup recently, 46 of the 102 runs came in front of square. And that's where she managed to score so many more runs because she didn't get caught up in either the sweeping or the cut shot where most teams have picked up on and they block those areas out.
And the most impressive part was her striking over extra cover. She was able to make that shot every couple of deliveries. The outside edge, and that'll race away to the fence. Another boundary for the Superwomen.
Yeah, there was width and there was the ball there to be cut away. And gets the top edge of the bat, Laura Wolfart. In the outfield, always very quick ball travels. That's a better line. Will eventually get one. After a good start here, Superwomen in pursuit. They need 68 of 74. And given their batting, I just feel they're probably the stronger side in their batting department. It should be a comfortable chase. A funny game, this one. Cricket.
Yeah, it's good. They're just chipping away. There's not be consistent pressure being applied because there's rotation of strike. And in between, they're getting boundaries away. So at the moment, it looks as if the chase is under control.
Yeah, without taking too many risks. 7 came off the other over. 8 done. It's 66 for 1. Ball was traveling. And they pick up 2.
Yeah, thank you guys. I've got a superwoman with me, Iram Javed. Iram, सबसे पहले ये बताएं कि बहुत अरसे से बात हो रही थी कि इस तरह के एग्जीबिशन मैचेस लीग्स होने चाहिए, तो किस तरह देख रही हैं इस एक्सपीरियंस को?
मैं यही कहूँगी कि इट्स अ ग्रेट इनिशिएटिव और वी आर वेरी एक्साइटेड। हम लोग काफ़ी देर से इस लीग का कह लें इन मैचेस का वेट कर रहे थे और जितना तो डोमेस्टिक भी बहुत देर बाद हो रही है तो लड़कियां बहुत ज़्यादा एक्साइटेड हैं। हाँ, थोड़ी सी कमी फील हो रही है क्राउड की, तो वो भी मुझे लगता है पीसीबी जल्द ही कुछ ना कुछ कर लेगा।
आप ऑब्वियसली आपसे बात करेंगे, लेकिन यहाँ पे विकेट हासिल करने में कामयाब हो गए हैं Amazon. Back to you guys.
Right, Muniba has been clean bowled. She's come down the track, missed the line of the ball and trying to hoik it into the leg side. Nasha Sandhu with some air on the ball, hits off stump.
That's beautifully bowled. She slowed it up, tossed it up. And also the length has been dragged back. So even with the flight, she got dip on it. And it is a fair delivery. So it is a wicket. Muniba out for 33. It's 70 for 2.
A skipper for the Super Women, Nida Dar, walks out into the middle. She can strike the ball. 100 the strike rate, plenty of experience, leading wicket taker in T20Is. And most often than not, when she's out in the middle, the team's got hope. They only require 63 from 68, so the balls to run ratio well under control. But the spinners in the game once again. Gets off the mark, Nida.
A lovely piece of bowling. You see, it's slowed up. It's been slowed up, but the length is perfect. It's not full enough.
Has been timed into the offside. And every time the ball travels into the offside, the batters look for 2. 7 off it, 73 for 2.
किलोरा वुलवर्ट है और अत्ता है, तो इनको देख के इनकी बैटिंग ज़्यादा हम देखते हैं ताकि हम और अच्छा फ्लो में खेल सकें, क्योंकि जिस तरह ये फ्लो में खेलते हैं।
और अभी तक इनको आपने अपनी एंटरटेनिंग साइड दिखाई है या नहीं?
वो तो साथ साथ चल रही है।
अच्छा, ये बताएं कि अब ये टारगेट इजीली चेजेबल है?
हाँ जी, बिल्कुल, ये टारगेट इजीली चेजेबल है और मुझे लगता है कि अब निदा डार और वुलवर्ट है तो इन दोनों को फिनिश करके आना चाहिए।
We hope so. Thank you so much and all the best for the rest of the matches.
Thank you so much.
Back to you guys.
Yeah, we'll just have a look for the waist high no ball. That is a no ball and it will be a free hit. And Laura Wolford will have license to swing here. And she does it and pierces the gap. That is once again a very well controlled shot.
On one leg side, the slog sweep, but the placement is what you're looking for. There were deep fielders, but she managed to pace them and get it to the fence. And now through the offside, so both sides of the wicket, and you're looking at that and thinking that now Superwomen have everything under control. Just 51 needed, and they've got players who can hit it to the fence anytime they want. Powerful players.
Yeah, they've got the required rate well and truly under control. Just pulling away from where the Amazons were at the same stage. Once again, nicely driven through the offside. All class from Laura Wolfart. It's 84 for 2. Yeah, strong side the Super Women. Still have Lauren Winfield Hill and Iram Javed to come. Iram Javed also a very strong striker off the ball. And she felt it was going to be a comfortable chase. Yes, good confidence to come out of your dugout in game 1. Now the discussion midway where you would have thought maybe the Amazons just 10-15 runs short.
Very good, Shabash!
Yeah, the progress just tells you that just maybe the Super Women have got that upper hand, 150, 160, to make a fight of it.
Touch off! Spin! Good, Patty!
It's a little slower than what I would like to see in general terms, but it's still not quite the 132. Lost their way a little bit after Wyatt and Beaumont were dismissed. A little brief flourish from there on in, but it's certainly more than 130.
They're making it look very easy.
Nashra Sandhu going on the leg side. The protection was not there for her for this delivery. There's a left arm spinner.
Talk about placement and timing. She's bisected the two boundary riders with the tops that list. 126 outings for her, and she's got more than 2,500 runs there. Javeria also been around for a while. Nidha Dar, number 3 on that list, featuring in these 3 exhibition games. And look at you, you're right there, Sana.
Just don't look at the strike rate, because when we started off, 120 was a good score.
Well, what number would that be when you're batting? Because Javeria bats up in the order, so does Bisma.
It was generally middle order, low middle order. And this is Fatima Khan, the emerging player from Lahore, 20 years of age.
So you were the Karen Pollard or TKC of the team, the finisher.
Watch Fatima Khan warm up today. Sideline, there's 3 or 4 different bowlers bowling. Just felt. I don't know whether it's the pressure of playing, but the warm-ups, she just looked a lot more fluent, and the ball seemed to be coming out a little better. And I know this is a big occasion. It's a really big. We want to see more of this. Every year we want to see more of this, and it maybe transforms into a Pakistan women's T20 league as well, which would be great for the future of the game here. And the more exposure all of these women get to international players, to international quality, to playing in situations on television, it can only help Pakistan women's cricket progress. But I understand there's probably a few nerves in and around as well with a lot of the women that are playing.
Absolutely. Maybe her first time on television with international stars, international commentary, the exposure. Nidha Dar, really good fielding at the deep as well.
Yeah, Tess Flintoff on that occasion. Probably have a second look or not, but she's surely saved a couple of runs for the side.
Nidha Dar loves going on the deep mid-wicket region, and what a fielding effort that is. Tess Flintoff, she was a bit expensive with the ball, but here saved few runs for her team.
End of another over, it's 12 gone, 102 for 2. You just talk about how the game has changed. A while ago you were mentioning that don't look at the strike rates, because back then you talk about how the game would move on. You got Tess Flintoff, we just saw her diving around. She recorded the fastest 50 of the Big Bash recently for Melbourne Stars. Scored in 16 balls. So yes, the game has progressed to a certain top gear now.
And there's another thing that we have to have in mind, because when T20 started off for women, the field setting, the field restrictions was the same as men. There were 5 fielders outside the inner circle. So a lot of our strike rates with finding boundary was a bit difficult. Now there are 5 fielders inside the circle.
Yeah, and I mean, you look at it, it hasn't been around long enough to be critical of it. You think about some of the great players that we talk about in the men's game, and you think about the early strike rates in 50 over cricket, where 200 was a good score. And that's a lovely shot. Raced away to the score at the moment.
She's loving her time in Pakistan, definitely, and we are loving watching her. Whether on the offside, the leg side, front foot, back foot, she looks so stylish. 37 of 25 deliveries.
Two sides, the Superwomen and the Amazons, both had a good power play. The only difference you'd say is that over 7 to 12, the dot ball percentage was 50 for Amazons, whereas Superwomen are just 16%. And that is what has taken the game away. Superwomen are way ahead now with just 2 down.
Yeah, turning over the strike nicely, creating those opportunities. Players in form as well, that makes a big difference. Laura Volvaert coming off a really good T20 World Cup down in South Africa, leading run scorer. Such a quality player.
And her ability to absorb the pressure. Lee was not there, a senior member. A lot of the batting responsibility was on her. She handled it well, and then Brits came into some runs. That would be a wide. So yeah, with good, Danny White was in good form, but the problem there was that they got set, the Amazon batters, and then they got out. So none of them went on to make a 50 or a 60. That's where you can get to that 150, 160 mark.
I just wanted to find some sort of form of comparison, what we're just talking about as well. And I think back to the early days of 50 over cricket for men. And you think about some of the greats we talk about. Javed Miandad, one of the greats, one of the absolute greats of Pakistan cricket. His ODI strike rate was 67. Would not be accepted nowadays. It's got to be 80 something now if you're batting in the top 3. Sunny Gavaskar, 62 ODI strike rate. One of the greats of the game, but not the white ball format as such. So you've got to allow these numbers to transpire or transform over a long period of time before we can get too judgmental. There is the enclosure of the great Javed Miandad. So I think the more time we give it, but I still think we have to provide better pitches for the women's game. That is the key. Bit of grass on it, let the ball slide onto the bat, make sure the spinners are not dominating with slow, low turners, and you will produce far better cricket games. 111 for 2.
Absolutely can't agree with you more, Simon, because when you see these teams, of course, at the moment I won't say that the Amazons have played to their potential. Still, there's a decent score on board. At one point, this was a very good score in women's cricket, but if they play to their potential and a bit of grass is left on the wicket, we can see those 170, 180 in women's game as well.
You're talking of strike rates. The head coach of Amazon's, Tawfiq Umar, his ODI strike rate was 56. Should be a chance. Oh, it's gone through. She went for it earlier, Riaz. I probably thought that she got right underneath it. And it's completely made a mess of that.
Yeah, as soon as it went up, I had a look out the window. I don't know. Full toss. Hit hard. You've got to make a split decision here. No, bounce short. And I think in the end, she's done very well to get her body in behind that and stop a 4.
You go back in time, you're talking about the ODIs, and then the trends have changed. There was 10 overs mandatory power play, and remember Sri Lanka, Sanath Jayasuriya and Kalwithana started off attacking the opposition in the first 10 overs. That was something brand new. Nobody heard of that. Then it changed. The last 10 overs in modern days, you try to attack and get 100. Should be a wide. Okay, good boundaries from Alora Vulpa, and there she is. She's gone across on the onside, and she's not let anything which is away from the stumps get away. She's put them for boundaries, and she loves throwing a bat at it behind the square on either side. Oh, wide again. See, just to wrap it up, back in mid-90s or something, 240 was a big score in 50-over game.
And do you remember the 2 stationary fielders? Because I do. I used to stand there.
Yeah, exactly. Seen a couple of stationary fielders in the modern day game too, just quietly. Don't move so well.
I remember some of the players like Susie Bates or Brits, when you are standing on gully and you have to be that close, you're begging the bowler not to pitch a shot.
Just 17 now of the remaining 39 for the Super Women to record their first win. Just go back and think how important that catch was on the very first ball of the innings. Tess Flintoff finding that outside edge, and the keeper just missing that.
Yeah, I did tell Tammy Beaumont I'd be kind. She's hasn't done a lot of keeping of late.
Upish, but she'll be safe.
She's been working really hard at it, and to get a little bit of extra batting in this side, they've opted to give her the gloves, or she's volunteered basically, having not done a lot of wicket keeping. So it's be very lenient on her.
Yes, they played some extra batter.
Again, timing. Oh, that's a good stop. Very well done. It's Fatma Sana there down in the deep. End of the over, 50 partnership, 120 for 2.
Yeah, terrific. Fatma Sana, just there's no sign of giving anything away, giving up. Brilliant. She's a really good athlete, Fatma Sana. And that is a wonderful piece of fielding. This for all money looked like it was 4.
That's why she's so special for the Pakistan team. Whether it's bowling, batting or fielding, she gives it her all. This partnership looking really good. 50 of 36 deliveries. Nida scoring run a ball. Laura Wolfa 29 of 16.
Wickets? Who got wickets? Yeah, that'll do.
Even Laura can, because she's
I think 132 probably. probably says that a bowling performance was pretty good.
Padmasana back in the attack. It's always tough. You have the first outing, you've got some new players in your side, you understand each other's strengths and probably just fine-tune those mistakes that you see that you've had in the first game. 2 more exhibition matches lined up, 10th and the 11th of this month. Same ground. Oh, that should be out. That should be out. That looked inside edge, okay. Padmasana looked very, very sure that she's got something there. So you're talking about, they could probably, talking about correcting things, Gulfiraza could take the wicketkeeper's gloves?
Yes, if they want to keep the same lineup, then Gulfiraza can also keep. If they want to change, make a change, then Sidra Nawaz is a specialist wicketkeeper. She cannot bat as well in the T20s, but if they want a specialist keeper, she can be an option. And Iman Fatima, one of the batters in under 19, I would love to see her. Love to see her get an opportunity at her position, because when in domestic cricket she was given an opportunity, it was in the middle overs. This is confirmation from 2 balls ago. There was an inside edge. That's why Fatima Sana didn't go for the review. So Iman Fatima, the under 19 player, she was the highest run getter for Pakistan in the under 19 World Cup. Would love to see her get a chance as in the power play.
How different is this pitch from what we had yesterday? You had a look, because spinners had more say in this match.
Yeah, I think it is a lot different. I think there's certainly a lot less grass, that is for sure. That's why I said pitch report, I would love to have seen a similar type surface to the one we had last night, which came through really nicely. So this is more devoid of grass. I think it'll turn in that first innings of the men's game tonight, that is for sure, before the dew starts to take effect. And I don't think we're seeing the bounce either. I think we're just seeing a little bit of a lower bounce on this one.
Yeah, because if you see Leah Tahuhu, she can extract some bounce. Tess Flintoff, her action looks like she can extract some bounce, and that's why she might be looking for that bounce, and she got that short pitch delivery. So maybe a bit of grass in the next games can help these seamers.
Straight, and that'll be another boundary. Getting closer to that first win, just 7 more required. 15 gone, 126 for 2.
And Nidadar, this time with a straighter bat, straight down the ground. There was no fielder on long off. Easy pickings for Nidadar, who's now looking really good. 22 of 20. And now that's the strategic timeout.
At the end of the strategic timeout, let's rock and roll. Fatima Khan, she's had a couple overs, on for 15s. Only want 7 now. 29 deliveries, so pretty much last rights here. Superwoman cruising over Amazon. And Volvat, yeah, I like this. Laura, that's nice. And that'll go for 4 as well. And half century. Laura, well played. Volvat is looking as classy as ever.
She has been in great form and she has punished every bad delivery that has been thrown to her. This time the pace was not on the ball, it was short, it was wide, easy pickings, and the outfield is lightning fast in the Pindi Stadium.
Yes. And again, but there is protection. And Volvat will just settle for a single, just eating away, 2 to go. Marina, what do you reckon? Player of the match? Who's yours?
It has to be Nida, obviously. Nida Dar managed to bag 3 wickets and then a very handy knock here, taking her team over the line.
Scores are level. And it's over to you, Laura, from South Africa, just to maybe finish things off here.
And maybe finish in style. 1 run required for the team to win, 3 runs for her 50, and the field is coming in. So she has the opportunity to go for that 4, but she's not a player who really cares about personal milestones. She's a team player.
Yep, everyone in, understandably so. And there it is in style, Sanamir. You said it. In fact, it's gone over the rope for the maximum. And they've got home rather comfortably here. Have the super women on a super day.
And Laura Wolfart, coming from a brilliant World Cup, she was the highest run getter, takes her team home with a 6, scores a 50. The Superwomen win by 8 wickets.
Impeccable performance. They are living by their name, Superwomen. They bowled decently well. They managed to put Amazon under quite a lot of pressure, and then they batted superbly for the Amazons to make them challenge this huge lineup. Muniba Ali, she played a good part, 33 of 27. Chamari Atapattu, 23 of 13, the powerhouse. But these two, partnership, Polwar and Nida, managed to take them home.
The Amazon bowlers have been expensive. Anna Mameen, the specialist, went for 30. 1 wicket for Anam, Chamari Atapattu, Nashra 1 wicket, and rest very expensive returns. 2 for 18, 2 overs 18 runs. Danny White, the emerging player, 27 runs, and that's why the score was chased in 15.5 overs.
Yeah, very comfortable indeed. First of our exhibition matches. And Superwomen trying to track down 133. Got off to a good start, some free-flowing strokes. It's all about the power play and T20.
I'm not sure about the bowling. The line, the length were vivid from Amazon. Managed to just kept on going and pushing the accelerator with Muniba and Chamari. This one just miscued, and a good catch in the end, always going away. These are the difficult ones. But that really didn't matter because the scorecard kept on ticking. Anything outside off stump was punished. Yeah! And then this happened. Muniba Ali, she was in a sublime form. Ashra Sandhu, always a very calculated bowler. She knows who she's bowling against. Runs kept on coming. Laura Woolward and Nida Dar, they managed to accelerate.
Laura Wolfart looks in sublime form, carried her form. Nida Dar also came into action, went straight down the ground, and they were short, they were full, and finished with a big 6.
Yeah, very happy Superwomen team here in this first exhibition match of 3. So 132 for 9, we always felt was a little bit skinny. And 138 for 2 and 15.5. A comfortable win by 8 wickets. We'll have a quick break and come back with a post-match presentation. First of our women's exhibition matches. This league is of 3. And Amazon Warriors, well, they got up and they won the toss and they said, look, we'll have a bat first, thanks. And of course, the Superwomen would have quite liked to have done the same. So the Amazons got first use of the pitch. And 132 for 9 was a little on the low side, given the nature of very good 22 yards. A brand new surface being revamped. And Alia there with 38, Beaumont got 24, so did Danny Wyatt, and a bit of Bashir with 18. Got them over the 130 bracket to 132 for 9 in their 20 overs. And Nita, she was outstanding, 3 for 25 as skipper. Juba, 2 for 18 the standouts. And in reply, the Superwomen, 138 for 2. Laura Volhart, 53 not out. Niba Ali, 33, Atapatu, 23, and a bit of the skipper as well. Nice all-round performance from Nida Dar. She was 23 not out. Laura Velvaart, she's had a pretty good time of it in the last 18 months for South Africa. And if you're slightly too short or too full, she'll caress you with those drives. Her trademark drives, and then finishing things off over the top with a monumental 6 over a wide long on. See her loft the ball for a change. It's a very good innings from Laura Velvaart. 53 from 36 in terms of 6 fours and 1 maximum. Rightio, presentation time. Let's get down and catch up with the Rouge.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the post-match presentation. First of the 3 exhibition games of the Women's League here, and the Amazons and the Super Women took on each other. The Super Women won by 8 wickets, 25 balls to spare. Now, in the presentation party, 2 lovely ladies, Miss Anam Saeed, representative FNA Global, and alongside a dear friend of mine as well, Miss Ariba Khalil, secretary to the board PCB. She will first up present the award of the Player of the Match trophy to Nida Dar. Ariba Khalil, could you please do the honors? Nida? Nida, you probably want to stay here because Miss Anam Saeed will now present the Player of the Match cash award of 2,70,000 to you as well. Fantastic with ball and bat, and got her side over the line. Nida, we'll come back to you, but I'd first like to speak to the captain of the Amazons, Bisma Maroof. बिस्मा, आपने टॉस पे मुझे कहा कि 150, यू थिंक 10-12 रन शॉर्ट से?
हाँ जी, मेरे ख्याल से हम शॉर्ट ऑफ रन से अगर हमारे पास आई थिंक 30 रन आई वुड से हम लोग शॉर्ट, अगर जिससे हम लोग को स्टार्ट में लिया होता, हम लोगों ने अपने विकेट्स बीच में लॉस्ट कर दी, उसको हमें मोमेंटम हम लोग को वापस आना पड़ा। मेरे ख्याल से अगर रन हमारे पास ज़्यादा होते तो शायद हमारे पास बॉलर्स के पास चांस होता उनके बैटिंग लाइन प्रेशर डालने के लिए।
आप खुद अनलकी रही, स्वीप खेलते हुए ग्लव लगा कीपर की तरफ, बट आलिया ने आके एक अच्छी इनिंग्स खेली। कितना कॉन्फिडेंस मिलता है टू हैव समबडी लाइक आलिया इन द मिडल ऑर्डर?
बिल्कुल, मेरे ख्याल उसके साथ से भी विकेट गिरती रही तो वो भी उस तरीके से कैरी नहीं कर सकी, पर उसकी जो इनिंग्स थी बड़ी क्रूशियल थी।
बॉलिंग की आप बात करें, व्हाट वाज इम्प्रेसिव फ्रॉम योर साइड एंड व्हाट यू थिंक आपको बेहतर करना चाहिए?
आई थिंक इस तरह के टोटल में आपको अर्ली विकेट्स लेना बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट होते हैं, और जैसा कि हमारे पास फॉरेन प्लेयर्स आए थे, जो बॉलर थी उनको इतना आइडिया नहीं था कंडीशंस का, इट वाज वेरी न्यू फॉर हर, सो आई गेस बॉलिंग टू द प्लान्स आज हम लोग उस तरह भी बॉलिंग नहीं कर सके, तो मेरे ख्याल से लर्निंग थी आज के मैच के लिए।
अच्छा, कुछ पाकिस्तानी यंगस्टर्स आज शो पे थे, आपको किसी ने खास इंप्रेस किया?
आई थिंक हमारी टीम जैसे फातिमा थी, मेरे ख्याल से उसने बड़ी अच्छी बॉलिंग की, जिस तरह का प्लेटफॉर्म था और बड़े प्लेयर्स इंटरनेशनल प्लेयर्स खेल रहे थे, तो मेरे ख्याल से उसकी तरफ से काफ़ी इंप्रेसिव था।
राइट बिस्मा, गुड लक फॉर द नेक्स्ट वन, हार्ड लक टुनाइट दिस आफ्टरनून। Right, we can now call upon Nida Dar again, player of the match, player of the moment, and the captain of the winning side, Nida Dar for Super Women. निदा, 150 बिस्मा ने टॉस पे कहा था, आपको लगता है कि जो पावर प्ले में उनको स्टार्ट मिला था उसके बाद कितना अच्छा लगा कि पुल बैक किया आप लोगों ने, स्पेशली विद द स्पिन?
डेफिनेटली मुझे तो ये लग रहा था कि हम 150 ये लोग क्रॉस कर लेंगे, और लेकिन हमारे स्पिनर्स ने इतना ज़बरदस्त वहाँ पे बॉलिंग की और चेंज ऑफ पेस वहाँ पे की, एक गेम का मोमेंटम ही शिफ्ट हमारी तरफ हो गया। तो मेरा ख्याल है कि ये बहुत ज़बरदस्त था, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा कि जिस तरह की लड़कियों ने अपना ट्रैक्टर शो किया है और पोटेंशियल शो किया, तो डेफिनेटली 130 का जो भी टारगेट था वो हमें लगता था हम ईजिली कर लेंगे।
अच्छा, ये सर्फेस ऐसी है जहाँ पर रन्स थे, स्पेशली शुरू में बॉल अच्छा लग के आ रहा था, उसके बाद स्पिन जब आई तकरीबन 5 आपके तरफ से विकेट जो स्पिनर्स ने ली, खुद आप जब बॉल हाथ में, बैट हाथ में, कहीं ना कहीं इम्पैक्ट डालती ज़रूर है, क्या राज है?
देखिए, मैं हमेशा से ये चाहती हूँ कि हम ऐसा शो अपना मेरी तरफ से ऐसा हो कि एक इम्पैक्ट प्लेयर की तरह मैं हमेशा से करना चाहती हूँ, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऐसे लेती हूँ, क्योंकि पाकिस्तान में भी मेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ये है कि मैं जब भी आऊँ मैं कोई इम्पैक्ट शो करूँ। लेकिन जो स्पिनर्स, जो अभी उम्मे हानी ने आके इम्पैक्ट डाला, और जो फातिमा सना ने तुबा ने आके जो इम्पैक्ट डाला, वो डेफिनेटली बहुत ज़बरदस्त था, मुझे बड़ा पसंद आया। और ऊपर से हमारे जो बैटर्स बहुत अच्छा है कि इंटेंट शो की है, स्पेशली मुनीबा ने इस तरह कि बड़े प्लेयर्स के साथ जब खेले और मुनीबा बिल्कुल वैसे लगने लगी थी, तो डेफिनेटली मुझे बहुत ज़बरदस्त लगा।
150 तकरीबन बात हो रही थी, आपकी बैटिंग ऑर्डर को देख के लग रहा था कि 150 160 भी काफ़ी चेसेबल है।
मैंने इनसे सबसे पहले ये बात की थी कि 150 का अपने ज़हन में टारगेट रखिएगा और 7.5 रन्स पर ओवर आप रखिएगा। तो मैंने बॉलर्स को भी पूरा बैक किया हुआ था, बैटर्स को मैंने पूरा बैक किया हुआ था, क्योंकि जिस तरह कि हम मैचेस पीछे देख रहे थे जो 200 प्लस भी वहाँ पे चेज़ हो रहा था, तो वी आर वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट कि हम अपने बैटर्स को भी पूरा सपोर्ट करें, अपने बॉलर्स को भी दें, ताकि वो अपना फुली अपना पोटेंशियल यहाँ पे शो करें।
Fantastic, Nida. Lovely hearing from you. Lovely watching you play. Good luck and congratulations on the 2 points.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right, the Super Women go up 1-0 in the 3-match series. Bisma was slightly disappointed with obviously not churning out as many runs compared to the start they had. Obviously spoke about the foreign players taking their time to getting used to conditions and was impressed by the youngsters on display. Nidadar, on the other hand, had smiles all around, impacted the game with ball and bat, and again spoke to her team about playing with intent, and they delivered. And I spoke to her about getting big runs. She's quite confident as well. So Super Women on top, and that's what we have from the presentation.
Thank you, Rouge. Yes, a good win indeed for the Super Women. Now then, just around the corner, early this evening, 7 p.m, match 25, HBL PSL Season 8. Peshawar Zalmi locking horns with the Quetta Gladiators. So look forward to that one. We've enjoyed your company this afternoon. Let's do it all again this evening. Goodbye.